5 reasons why you should not be friends with benefits. Oh, stay tuned. Hi and welcome. My name is Arica Angelo, dating and relationship expert of 13 years now, helping you connect with women intimately in a very confident way. So we're going to dive right into why you should not be friends with benefits. I do have a lot of sun competing here, so bear with me in the sunshine. If you're new here and you've never heard of me and you've never listened to my work, make sure that you subscribe, turn on the notification bell, hit the like button. Here, people come to me because, one, I'm real, I'm sincere, I'm raw, and I'm pretty damn funny sometimes. But when we're talking about this whole thing about no friends with benefits, like, let's just be really honest about this first, about why we do friends with benefits, right? The reason is what? We get horny. Like, we want sex, and sometimes pursuing a relationship is hard, and like finding that connection can feel like a challenge. So what we do is like, what? We got needs, we have physical needs, we have that need for connection, and let's just be honest, having sex is really good and it feels amazing. And so we don't know when we're gonna get that connection with someone. So what do? We're like, shoot, I'll settle with friends with benefits. We'll keep having casual sex, and I get that release. I get that feel good in my body. It's just an incredible sensation. But I'm gonna share with you 5 reasons why this actually could be detrimental and why you should not do it. So I've talked about friends with benefits in my other videos, but this one I'm gonna talk about why you shouldn't do it. And the fifth reason is kind of one that we don't talk about when it comes to giving advice to men. So I want you to stick around for that. And I'm curious about your thoughts as a man, if you agree with what I share or not. And this is what I share with on number 5 is based off of coaching men for 13 years and hearing what they actually have to say. So without further ado, let's kick into this. Oh, also, before I forget, I do have a new free video course about the 5 mistakes to avoid getting rejected by women. So make sure that you get that free course right now. So here's the thing. When you have friends with benefits, you never have a commitment, right? Which means, and some of you might be saying right now, yeah, what's wrong with that, Arica? Yay, no commitment, no girl pester me and going, why haven't you called me? Why haven't you done this? Da, 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 da. I get it. But with the friends with benefits, there is no commitment, which means also that you don't have a girl. And the reality is that she is not your girl. And when she's not your girl, guess what? She's free to do whatever she wants to do. She's not accountable to you. There's no loyalty to you. And there's no like container for her to get close to you to actually like respect you. So she's not your girl, and there is no commitment. And I don't know about you, but like having that sense of like ambiguity, like we don't know where we are, goes on to the second reason why you don't want to do friends with benefits. And it is, I have my list, it leads to insecurity. When she's not your girl, the reality is, I don't care what people say, even with friends with benefits, you do establish a connection with the person. You do feel a sense of care for them. But when things are very ambiguous, when you don't know where the line is or what you guys are, or you just say, oh, we're just F buddies, we're just hooking up. But in the inside, which you don't want to tell her this because you don't want her to think you're getting needy, but you start to care for her. And when you start to care for her and you don't know where she stands with you, because most of the time friends with benefits aren't having very heart-to-heart conversations. If they were having those heart-to-heart conversations, they'd be what? In a committed relationship. But chances are you're not having those heart conversations. So it starts building up an undertone of insecurity. Now, what happens when we feel insecure? Hey guys, no matter where you are in your journey with women, I've got you covered with one of my courses. So make sure that you check these courses out at aricaangelo.com. Well, it starts seeping into every area of our life. When you're at work, you can't concentrate because you're thinking about this girl and you're like, you know what, man, like, she's not my girl, but she didn't call last night and I thought we were hooking up. It's our usual and I didn't hear from her. And, you know, so-and-so saw her with that other dude. And so, man, was she with him last night? What happens is when things aren't clear, when we don't communicate things clearly, it does create a lot of uncertainty. And uncertainty often can breed insecurity. So look, for your own mental health, you don't want to run around life not knowing where you stand with people. So having that sense of security is just one more pressure, one more burden that you are putting on yourself by maintaining in this friends with benefits situation. All right, the third one is pretty practical here, and that is STDs. It goes back to she's not your girl, so you don't know if she's out screwing around. And here's the thing, a lot of times when people are with friends with benefits, they'll say, oh, well, we have this commitment between each other that we only have sex with one another without a condom. Or, but anyone else, like, the rule is, you know, you have to wear a condom. Well, at the end of the day, like, you still don't know. Like, people get drunk, people do things that they weren't planning on doing, and oops, the condom didn't go on, or oops, the blowjob happened, and, you know, now there's an STD on her mouth. What I'm saying is you don't always know what's going on behind closed doors. And because you guys are not in a committed relationship, somewhere in her mind, she can justify telling herself, I don't have to tell him. He's not my man. If he were my man, then we would have these conversations. So in her mind, she can circumvent whatever commitment you've made to each other about only having sex with each other or only having sex with each other without a condom. So you don't know what she's doing behind your back because, once again, to my point, and the first one that I share is she's not your girl. So STDs, that's a real deal. Some of them can last for a lifetime. And you don't want that uncertainty put in the back of your mind as well. And also, you just don't want it showing up, because when you do meet your life partner, there's nothing more challenging than having a conversation with them and saying, hey, I have this STD that I now can no longer get rid of. And you might be exposed to that as well. So this is one of the other challenges of why you should not do the friends with benefits. But I'll just continue to keep it real. I know we all have needs. Okay, here's the fourth reason. When you have this ambiguous relationship, this friends with benefits, there's never that time and space that you create for yourself to get clarity with focus. What do I mean by that? When we get into a friends with benefits relationship, we never actually focus and get clear on what it is that we actually want, because something is always scratching that itch on the inside. So we never give ourselves the space to really breathe in and think about, like, what is it that I really want in my woman? What kind of woman do I want? Where do I want to go to find this kind of woman? What am I doing within myself to cultivate myself to make sure I'm the kind of man that meets her on that level? And so when you kind of just stand back and you have that space to really focus, you can get clear on what it is that you want. And this is what I love about men, is most men are tenacious. You know, men are the predators. They go out and get what they want. But when you have these friends with benefits relationships, because you got that itch being scratched, you never look inside and go, what is the deep yearning? What do I actually want? Which means you always end up selling yourself short, and which means you always keep staying single and never getting what you actually really want. So in the comment section below, I'm just curious, do you find yourself in any of these four scenarios that I've just shared with you? And here's the bottom one. And this is one, I don't know if you agree with me, but in all of my years of coaching, when I've coached with men, I've heard men say this. I know that men get a bad rap of men just want to have sex. I think now, as women are more vocal about their sexuality, they're giving themselves more permission with their sexuality. I think men are starting to realize, shit, women are super sexual beings. So with that being said, and when I say that men get a really bad rap, it's this, that men, all they want is sex. And when I'm coaching guys, that's not always the case. You know, some guys who have gone out and had a lot of sex have said to me, Erica, I've done that. I've been the playboy. I had all the sex I wanted with all the girls that I wanted. Some of you are going like, damn, I wish I was in that guy's position. But it always comes full circle. And here's a full circle. A man will say this. My clients have said this to me. Erica, at the end of the day, I just want connection. I want a woman that I can really connect with. A woman who knows me like in the most intimate ways. Who knows like, you know, how I really feel about things, what I really think about things, what I really want. I want to really talk to her about my dreams. I want to open up when I have a shitty day. I want her to know about my past. Like, I want to just have that sense of real connection. I want to know that when she holds me at night, that she's actually really there for me, that it's not this awkward break between us, but there's a real sense of connection. The thing is, when you keep yourself in a relationship with friends with benefits, I know it's hard, but when you keep yourself in this kind of relationship, you never ever get the real connection. You never get the real intimacy. You never get the real love that you deserve. You don't get the respect that you really crave to have as a man, which is okay. It's a beautiful thing. But just know that every time you stay in one of these friends with benefits relationships is that you're always selling yourself short. You're always circumventing what you really could have, what is out there for you. It's like your woman is out there waiting, like your woman, not like any woman, but your woman. She's out there waiting on, where is this damn guy? And, you know, she's doing her work and she's becoming the best version of herself and she's waiting to meet you. Meanwhile, you're tied up with this girl having sex with her and you guys are having all right sex. But at the end of the day, it's not everything that you want, and you know that. And so you're selling yourself short. Meanwhile, your wife is waiting for you. Your partner, your dream girl, is waiting for you. And you've got her sitting on ice because you can't make up your mind about what you want. So that's my 2 cents. If you resonate with this, like this video, or if you have a comment, I'd love to hear what you have to say about this. And if you've had a situation like that and you chose to walk away and you did meet your girl, well, I want to hear that too. So listen, guys, remember this. You have what it takes. And in this moment, you are deeply loved. Hey, if you want to continue watching some of my life play out and just connect with me on a real level and get to know the real me, be sure to follow me at the Arica Angelo on Instagram, where I share all sorts of fun, quirky parts of my life. And it's just a fun way to get to know me and me to know you better. I'll see you guys soon. Take care.